for me, a huge important piece of this is how the parent, first of all, is perceptive enough to pick it up early. And secondly, how the parent defines it. And thirdly, how the parent will actually deal with it so that it is converted into a gift as early as possible.
Mm-hmm. I can see already the dynamic of a family that perhaps, and maybe likely, and you tell me, likely one of the parents leans towards a sensitive nature. And so now you have a child of two parents that one gets that child, because there's that sensitivity. And Jen, I imagine that may have happened in your family. And the other parent is
man up.
Completely no. Yep. And so there you set off this dynamic already of maybe, and let's just say it's the mom that's extra sensitive, that, now they have this boy that's sensitive, and there's a connection and a bond and an understanding. And as you said, Jen, a desire to protect this boy, and to, if we can just nurture this beautiful empathy that they do have. I mean, what a gift to the world, right? It can be, and I know you're going to say, but
I think we need to recognize that even some of the other parental responses, and in this scenario, say the dad, who may not really get it, and his response or first thought might be toughen up, man up, that too can be born of a desire to protect, because it's this desire to try and shape the boy to fit in a way that is considered socially acceptable according to, the lessons that the dad may have learned himself. So Sandy, it's a family issue at this point.
It so is a family issue. And let's look at the scenario that Janet created. It can be the other way around often, but funnily enough, it's mostly the way Janet created it. And what we're really seeing is that, first of all, the child is picking up the maybe conflict or disagreement between the parents about him.
About him.
And that causes him discomfort. It starts to cause him to think, what's wrong? What's wrong with me? There's something wrong with me. Mommy sees me this way. Daddy sees me this way. They're not agreeing about me. Why? What's happening? What am I doing that's wrong? And then also what he's picking up, apart from the disagreement about how to handle it, he's also picking up their anxiety about my child. My child is so anxious. So sensitive.
Because remember, we're talking about a sensitive child who can pick up energy and emotions. So all kids do this to a certain extent. This child is even more attuned to it.
Absolutely. So the anxiety of the parent around the issue of I have a sensitive boy is actually changing and shaping the child's brain chemically. So the child is picking up on the anxiety. The anxiety of the parents will shape the child's brain in terms of the messages that he's getting, but also will alter the neurochemicals in the child's brain to match the neurochemicals of anxiety in the parent's brain.
We don't want that.
No, we don't, because now we have this beautiful, wonderful, gifted child who's not liking who he is and certainly not seeing who he is as a gift.
And we have a household full of anxiety. And as you well know, and we have all learned through this pandemic, most groups of people don't function well when they are under anxiety. We're not at our best.
No.